What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the debut episode on the channel of what we're going to be doing a deep dive into, and that is to crown the greatest Madden of all time. And how we are going to do this is we're going to pit every Madden against each other in a Madden 18 style tournament. Whatever team prevails will be crowned the greatest Madden of all time. The reason why I'm doing this is a lot of things we need to get into quickly for miscellaneous. The reason why I'm doing it is because earlier in the week we did a retro reboot when I was playing Madden 12, and it just brought back great memories. Everyone knows Madden 18 hasn't been the best received, and in terms of playability hasn't been the best Madden and the Christmas Madden, the most refined Madden by any means. So I was just like, man, let's play some Madden 12. Playing the older Maddens got me in that mindset of like, maybe let's do some new content and stuff for the channel that revolves around maybe the history of Madden. I have some top 10 lists, for example, that will be coming sooner than later, and you know, two other things that were my inspiration, if you will, for this. Last year in Madden 17, we tried to do the Madden GOAT series. It was short-lived, but essentially what it was we were going to take the best player for every single position by team, put them on a roster, and see what team was the best. Like for the Philadelphia Eagles, for example, at quarterback, we'd have Don McNabb. Running back, we'd have like a Sean McCoy. Just like the best players in history at every single position on each team. All 32 teams. We were going to do a tournament then, but, you know, it wasn't super well received. It was a lot of work, and I decided to put that on the back burner. So that really was why I was like, you know what? Let's do this style of format. And another reason why is Not the Expert, very good YouTuber, friend of mine, is blowing up right now. Unless you're living under a rock, you should know about his Madden tournament where he's doing the best players by position. It's really, really good. Go check that out. Unless, like I said, he's blowing up bigger than anyone on Madden right now. And if you haven't seen that, you've been living under a rock, go check him out. And I was like, all right, so maybe tournaments are what's catching on the YouTube, and why not finish an idea that I kind of started last year in Madden, and you know, make that all come together. So what we are doing now, at some point, either right now or before this, I have uploaded the tournament bracket. Everything was drawn at random, and today's video is going to be Madden 18 going up against Madden 17. Ideally for, you know, player comparisons, stuff like that, newer Madden going up against an older Madden would be ideal, so there's not too much carryover, but this was just the luck of the draw. So what we have done is we have put the best players in Madden 18 on the New England Patriots. We'll take a quick look at their roster, there's several things that you're going to notice. Some of the players aren't, you know, I just custom made their names, because in Madden 18, when I try to edit players, when I try to manually trade players, when I try to change players' positions so I can make the salary cap work, the game was freezing left, right, and center. I tried to get Rex's attention on Twitter. Nothing. I guess I need to be a little bit more of an EA game changer to get some feedback there. So rather than just pulling my hair out, I just decided I'll just make, you know, modify players' names and stuff like that, but still give them the same overall. And I guess you can't play now with your custom roster teams because it's play now live. So the actual base teams that you're going to see throughout this tournament will probably change, just because I have to do this in a regular season format. And ideally, let's just say, if I did the Patriots going up against the Giants, they might not actually play each other in the regular season, so then that doesn't really work out. So yeah, this has been very frustrating to try to get the ball rolling, but I think we have it under control now. So the Madden 18 roster, we have Tom Brady at quarterback, he's a 98. David Johnson at running back, he's a 94. Now Le'Veon Bell is a 95, but I feel like to try to reduce player layover, and you're going to see that when, you know, the Maddens are grouped somewhat similarly close in terms of years. If there's a 1-point difference between the top player and the second best player, and I know that second best player doesn't have a chance of being on any of the other Madden rosters, like here, David Johnson's a 94, he won't be on any other Madden roster, whereas Le'Veon Bell, there's probably 2 or 3 years, he probably is the highest overall running back. I'm going to do that just to add some parity. So we have David Johnson here as our running back. At fullback, we have Kyle Juszczyk, 87 overall from the 49ers. Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, and AJ Green will be our wide receivers. At tight end, we have 99 overall, Mr. Gronkowski. Offensive lines, David Bakhtiari, Richie Incognito, Alex Mack, Zach Martin, and Lane Johnson, aka me. At left end, we have JJ Watt, 99 overall. At right defensive end, Aaron Donald, now a defensive end, not a defensive tackle, in that Wade Phillips defensive scheme, 98. We have Ndamukong Suh and Snacks Harrison at D tackle. Left outside linebackers, Khalil Mack. Middle linebackers, Bobby Wagner. Right outside linebacker is Levante David. My first real surprise. I didn't know he was this high overall in the Madden save. At the cornerback spot, 2 surprises for me. Aqib Talib's a 93. I have no idea how that's still true. after the 50 bomb the Philadelphia Eagles dropped on them, but I digress. And we have Jalen Ramsey here with a 91 overall. Very talented young corner from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Free safety, Harrison Smith, 97. Strong safety, Eric Berry. Kicker, Justin Tucker. And punter, Johnny Hecker. So that is the Madden 18 roster. Looking at the Madden 17 roster that are going to be going up against, it'll be represented by the Kansas City Chiefs. We have Aaron Rodgers here at quarterback. Running back will be Le'Veon Bell. Fullback, Patrick DeMarco. Wide receivers will be Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, and Mike Evans. Tight end is Gronkowski once again. Offensive line will be Tyron Smith, Josh Sitton, Travis Frederick, Marshall Yonda, and Mitchell Schwartz. Right now, pretty even keel for the offensive side of the ball. Maybe Madden 18 is a better offensive line. On defense, we have Michael Bennett and J.J. Watt once again. Defensive line will be Aaron Donald and Geno Atkins. Again, probably a tie, close, maybe a slight edge to Madden 17 here. Linebacking core, Von Miller, 99. Luke Kuechly, 99. And Tamba Hali with a 90. So an edge here to the Madden 17 roster. In the secondary, we have Josh Norman, who's a 94. Chris Harris, who is a 93. Free safety, Honey Badger, 96. And strong safety, actually, it's not even Eric Berry. It's supposed to be Rashad Jones. We'll make that modification there with a 93. So very, very close matchup. Kicker, Dan Bailey. And punter, the Barstool Sports legend, Pat McAfee here with an 87. So all in all, gonna be a close one. Definitely gonna be a close one. If I had to pick, I will edge it to Madden 17. And we all are gonna have personal favorites throughout this tournament. Like, personally, I love Madden 17 as a game, so I'm kind of hoping Madden 17 beats Madden 18. Yeah, you know, there's no real point for me to ask you guys your picks, but maybe if you want, leave a comment in the comment section below before the simulation happens, which will be a play the moment simulation, who you think is going to win this ball game. So that being said, let's jump right in and see who's gonna win. All right, so a quick tale of the tape. The Madden 17 roster is coming in at an astounding 97 overall, whereas the New England Patriots that are representing the Madden 18 rosters is a very feeble 95. Is this an actual accurate overall representation between the quality of the two games? I'll let you be the one to decide that, but we're gonna let it play out here. We're gonna be controlling the Kansas City Chiefs, but it will be just a play the moments. I'm not gonna get involved anyway, anyhow, as this is gonna be a clean ran tournament. But let's pop right in to the play the moment sim and how beautiful it is in Madden 18. Very sarcastic what I just said there. Alright, so we'll keep it at a normal speed so we can keep up with the commentary here. First and 10, Von Miller gets a big-time sack for the Madden 17 squad. And then Tom Brady, big 22-yard reception, AJ Green to keep the drive going. You know what? I'm gonna go out and say the Chiefs, who are Madden 17, are gonna win this ball game. They got a little bit more in terms of the 99s than what Madden has, but obviously we're just gonna skip these moments here. Le'Veon Bell with some nice runs. Second and 7, a 10-yard penalty against Travis Frederick. Harrison Smith knocked away. Third and 17. A stalemate. Both of these defenses are just... Oh, fumble return. Madden 17 is able to get a touchdown on special teams, which is phenomenal. As Madden 17 takes a 7-0 lead here early in the first quarter. What do we got? Another sack. J.J. Watt coming through. Offensive line for the Madden 18 team is not getting the job done. It's probably not going at my boy Lane Johnson, though. They're probably avoiding that. As another 3-0 for the Madden 18 squad. There we go. For the Madden 17, Le'Veon Bell. There we go. Big time pass. Aaron Rodgers to Antonio Brown for 21 yards. Defense is starting to tighten up here for the Madden 18 team. And just like that, 75 yards to the house for Le'Veon Bell. As the Madden 17 squad takes a 14-0 lead. The Madden 18 team, just like the Devs, getting ready to haul out the white flag, call off the dogs. Look at this, 3rd and 8. Just hurry up and accept that you're gonna punt the ball. You know, David Johnson's trying his damnedest to keep this offense relevant, controlling the offense. Not a whole lot there from Tom Brady. I don't know if it's a lack of chemistry with his receivers, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, and AJ Green, but you definitely would figure there'd be a little bit more offense here. But there you go, Dion Lewis able to come in as a backup to get the touchdown here to make it a 14-7 ball game as the second quarter is starting to drip away here a little bit. Now Madden 17 with the ball in their hands has a 3-and-out to start their drive and has to return the ball to the Madden 18 Patriots. So here we go. The Patriots looking to tie this ball game up with still time to go in the second quarter. Is it going to be a 3-and-out? There you go. 3-and-out. Punts it back to Madden 17. Not the most exciting game. It's gonna be competitive, though, down the stretch. Alrighty. 3rd and 5. Incomplete pass. Another punt. Special teams getting plenty of work today. What do we got for the Patriots here? Come on. Give me some money. Lots of Dion Lewis. They're deciding not to go with their 95, 94 overall running back. Get Dion Lewis involved. Maybe that's why they're having 3-and-out after 3-and-out. So once again, Madden 17 gets the ball here, and Le'Veon Bell is having himself one hell of a day. Aaron Rodgers at QB looking a lot like Davis Webb. Tyreek Hill getting involved for the Madden 16 team where he would have been a rookie. Just coming out of some domestic violence out of college. Luckily, Andy Reid took a shot on him. Kareem Hunt's getting tons of touches. Somehow, some way, from Toledo, Kareem Hunt is getting his influence involved here on the Madden 16 squad. As Aaron Rodgers is trying to maybe put the dagger in here as he goes to Tyreek Hill, the rookie from Madden 16, to make this a 21-7 game. Again, very, very surprising to see the lack of dominant wide receivers. I don't think I've called Julio Jones' name once. This is a little disappointing. A little bit odd that it seems to be using a lot of the 3rd down backs, you know. But interception for the Madden 16 squad is 99 overall. Luke Kuechly forces a turnover. Look at that, Kareem Hunt getting involved. All these no-name players for Madden 16. It's very surprising. Maybe we're learning a lesson that we should put running back 1 and running back 2 on each individual team, because right now, I mean, Tyreek Hill, his plays might have happened in Madden 16, but Kareem Hunt's kind of making this, you know, this is very much a debut trial here. But in the first half, 28-7. You know what? Let's be honest. This is very indicative of the quality of games. Madden 17 is just 28-7 better than the Madden 18 game. But there you go. Madden 18, you know, back against the wall. Lots of microtransactions. Somehow putting 7 up on the board to make this a 28-14 game. Very excited. The fans here at Foxborough are very, very excited for that. As there you go. Long-ass touchdown for Madden 17, sorry, out of nowhere. 35-14. Okay, we'll go right here to the second half. Ooh, this is looking ugly. This is not looking good here for Madden. Madden 18 is on their deathbed. I think even a field goal puts this game out of reach. Even though they do have Tom Brady, he seems to do fairly well in a simulation style. Ugh, this is a nearly insurmountable lead, especially because neither one of these teams seem to be using like their big time playmakers. We've seen plenty of Kareem Hunt instead of Le'Veon Bell. We've seen plenty of Tyreek Hill, but you know what? I guess, you know, when you have the luxury of an Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, they're decoys now and then. But we have Madden 17 here in the red zone, trying to put this one away. 3rd down. Aaron Rodgers to Gronk for a 6-yard touchdown as it turns to be 42-14 with 3:17 left in the 3rd quarter for Madden 17. Oof. Oh, God, it's not a good one here. Drop pass, Julio Jones. Hecker has to punt at 52 yards. Johnny Hecker looking like the best weapon for the Madden 18 roster. Madden 18 playing like last year's Rams, where Johnny Hecker was the best player. They're showing a little bit of fighter on defense, though. I mean, let's be honest, this one's probably done. But, you know, Tom Brady, Julio Jones, you never know if they're going to get the fire going. David Johnson, got to get him going in the receiving game. Seems like they're just trying to run him between the tackles here, trying to grind the clock out. It's a long season, I guess. That's what Bill Belichick's thinking. Can they even make this somewhat competitive, or is this just going to remain a landslide for the Madden 17 squad? 4th and 2, Justin Tucker kicks the field goal. Is that the Madden 18's way of waving the white flag here? Trying to call the dogs. We're kicking the field goal. For the love of God, just bleed the clock here on this final drive. Make this game look a little bit more respectable. Madden 18 is the future. It's the current game. We don't want to hurt sales by people seeing this. And it looks like they are running the ball. Le'Veon Bell getting plenty of touches there. Didn't kill up a whole lot of clock because for some reason, to play the moment sim, for some reason, it's impossible to chew any of the clock here. 4-yard rush by Tom Brady. You got Julio Jones and Antonio Brown are finally getting going. It just took them 3 quarters for Tom Brady to start to find his 2 guys. As they are now in the red zone. 1st and goal. Tom Brady to A.J. Green for a 3-yard touchdown to make this a 42-24 ball game. They're trying to go for the onside kick. It's recovered by Kansas City. Justin Tucker might be the best kicker in football, but an onside kick's one of the most difficult maneuvers to execute in the NFL. So here we go. The Kansas City Chiefs third down once again. Go for the pass. Harris Smith gets a nice pass breakup where the Chiefs are going to settle for a field goal. 40 yards is good from Dan Bailey to make it a 45-24 ball game. Oh, let's be honest. What is this? Let's be honest. We need to get out of this. We just need to get out of this game. White flag. Let's go up to fast. It's over. If you don't know, a little bit of fight here now at the end. But if you don't know, now you know. As Madden 17 is moving on in the Madden GOAT tournament, after got some garbage points from Patriots later on, made the score didn't look nearly as lopsided, but on the day, Madden 17 just too good. Aaron Rodgers 191 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Tom Brady 364, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. As far as rushing is concerned, Le'Veon Bell for the Madden 17 squad, 200 yards on the day and a touchdown. Madden 18, David Johnson, 78. I mean, that's not good. That's just not good. As far as receiving, big dog for the Madden 18 squad was Julio Jones with 9 catches and 129 yards. Antonio Brown had a touchdown here. AJ Green had a touchdown. Not a lot of flashy stats here, but it was effective for the Madden 17 squad. On the defensive side, what do we got? We got a sack. Aaron Donald, J.J. Watt. I mean, pretty even, I guess. 2 sacks to 1 for Madden 17, but there you go. That was a playmaker on defense. Debatably, you get it. Well, game ball has to go to Le'Veon Bell, but Luke Kuechly with 2 interceptions for the Madden 17 team as they are moving on in the Madden tournament. So here's a quick update of the bracket as we have them moving on. Beautiful. So, I guess at this point, fellas, all I'm asking is if there's any feedback or anything like that you want for this series, let me know right now. And because I'm not recording these well in advance, so I don't know how well this series is going to go over, you guys can vote on what matchup you want to see next. I will go with the most popular one in the comment section below. So thank you guys for watching the debut episode of the Madden Greatest of All Time tournament. It's been C4 saying, if it's the first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.